Okay, hey guys, welcome to the node skill video. I previously did the equip video and now I'll be going through the 5th job V matrix for this character. As you can see, I have a few things maxed out at level 50. There's a few more to go. I want to get this one to 50 and I want to get Hypergram Field to 50 as well. I did it sort of very, well, I was very messy, put it this way. When 5th job first came out, I was already 250, so I had all the slots unlocked, and I just got really impatient in terms of working on things. I wasn't farming node stones. I bought node stones with the majority of the meso that I'd stored away from over the past year or two of just selling boss equips and things like that. I've recently gone around and tidied it up to the best of my ability. It's still, some people might look at it and go, well, you could have done that an easier way, and you know, I know that, but I was working with what I'd done when 5th job first came out. So I've got level 14 Omega Blaster. I want to get this to level 25, obviously to increase the percent damage. As a normal skill, I think if we... No, but it just goes up by 10 each time, so next level would be 450 instead of 440. And yeah, and then I've got the Pirate skill, Loaded Dice. This is a very good skill for Xenons and Pirates. And by leveling it up, I want to get this to 25 as well. You get a passive attack increase, so it starts off at 10, it's at 16 at the moment because it's level 6. And yeah, it's a great skill because you get to choose which dice you want to roll. I remember when I was playing my Corsair and other pirate classes, how good it was when you rolled a 6 or a 5 in terms of whether you were training or bossing. And yeah, it was annoying when you just kept constantly rolling 1s. Combat orders, I've just got this thing in here as a filler just because I'm waiting for the new skills to come out. The new Xenon skill coming in the Beyond update, I think, is called Overload Mode. It allows the energy core, which is this thing here, to go past 20, and yeah, the maximum amount of energy is increased by 20, so essentially it goes up to 40, which is yeah, is a good skill. So going back on what I said, I will remove this one and this one, or maybe if I want to keep Venom Burst in there, it's not really that helpful of a skill, so I might just get rid of these two. I'll put Overload Mode in here and Decent HS in here for drop rate, and yeah, that's cool. 2 new skills. Level 25 Beam Dance, so I've got Beam Dance, Pinpoint Salvo and Mecha Purge all in the same one. This one was originally a good combo that I put together. The other one, I don't know why they don't go in levels, but I'll talk about that one when I get to it. So yeah, I just finished working on this one, and yeah, I'm happy with it. I would have preferred to get Pinpoint Salvo on the other combination as well, so then I just had that maxed, but as it turns out, I got one with Aegis, I think it's called, on further down, so, and then there's another one, so it's getting to 50 anyway. And I think while it's a bit sloppy, I could be using it for other things. There really aren't that many other skills that I want to put in here. I've focused on all the skills that I use, whether I'm mobbing, bossing, just things that are actually important of all the skills that I use that are available. Since you can't really do buffs and all that sort of thing, you've really only got a small variety of skills to work with, and I feel like I'm getting all of them to level 50 that I need. Next one, Orbital Cataclysm. Got Hypergram and Entangling Lash with it. Entangling Lash really isn't that important of a skill to get to 50. It does damage when you bind with it, but who really cares about that? It's just got chucked in there. It's better than the other crappy skills that I don't use ever. Aegis, this is what I was talking about with the pinpoint slot over there, so I've got both of these on the same one, along with Triangulation. I was wondering about Triangulation in terms of whether I wanted to max it or not. It is a interesting skill in terms of how it attaches itself to one mob, or in one case a boss, and then it will attack it after a while and do damage to it, so it's probably not the most important one to get to 50, but if you want to max the damage out of it, just get it to 50 anyway. And I think I'll get it there. I'm not sure what level it is at the moment. Well, it's 35, and yeah. Next one, triangulation by itself. I got pinpoint and hypergram field. The reason why I'm doing this, I know I've got hypergram field listed 4 times here. Just instead of getting it up to level 25, I will possibly in the future, depending if I want to buy lots and lots of more node stones and get the key ones to 25 so then I've got more slots open. Not really bothered at the moment, but it's just something I can work on over time. This is the other level 25 one. This one was originally messy. I think if you look back over my past videos, I had Mecha Purge and Beam Dance on the same one, and then I had a level, I think a second job skill in there as well. It's just because I got so annoyed with not getting the right combinations that I figured I just wanted to get Mecha Purge to 50 so that I could start doing bossing videos. I wasn't really that worried about Beam Dance, since with 5th job and the damage cap removal you don't really use Beam Dance that much anymore unless you want to be attacking while you're moving, like in Hard Magnus and Lotus, I guess. And yeah, so that's 25. The beautiful thing about these things is that you can move it onto another one, so I think I had it at around level 20 with the second job skill in there instead of Aegis, and then I ended up getting this one just through crafting, and I just chucked it on there. It decreased it from 20 to 19, I think, but that doesn't really matter. I lost a level, but I gained a better combination. Hypergram field, so I've got Orbital Cataclysm and Entangling Lash in this one. I've already sort of gone into Entangling Lash about how it's not really that important to increase the final damage of it, since you only use it to bind. Great if it does damage, but it's not really that helpful in terms of DPS other than the fact that the skill binds. Same goes for Orbital Cataclysm, I guess. It's an ulti skill with a cooldown. There is a buff to it as well. It doesn't really improve the buff, it only improves final damage as it says there, but it's still good to improve the overall damage of it as an ultimate skill. It one hits every mob anyway, but in terms of bossing it just adds to DPS. Then the final one, I was going to take this one apart, but then another free slot opened up, so I just moved it in here anyway. Entangling Lash, Hypergram Field, and Triangulation, it all just adds up to helping these things get to 50 faster, because that's what I ended up doing with Mecha Purge. While I was working on getting the 2 to 25, I had a lot more Mecha Purge and Beam Dance slots in there. It's not the smartest way to do it, but it's the easiest way to get it to 50 before you get all the other things maxed. So it's not in terms of the best idea in terms of space saving, but if you're not missing anything else really important like Omega Blaster, loaded dice, just do it anyway. Yeah, don't do it for, end game. Always keep it in mind to fix them up when you can, but in terms of getting the max amount of points into the skills that you really need, just do that. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. I'll do a review on the Xenon skill when it gets released. But yeah, that's all for this video, guys. If you got any questions, leave a comment. And yeah, see you later.